Hi everyone, this is my Stranger Things book tag. I recently finished watching the show, Stranger Things, which is a Netflix show if you haven't heard of it. It's a sci-fi show, which is pretty surprising for me because I don't really watch a lot of sci-fi movies or shows, and I don't really read a lot of sci-fi books, so I didn't really know what to expect before I started watching it, but it has an awesome plot. It's not a very scary show either, if that's something that you've been worried about. It's not very scary at all. There are some things, popping out here and there, but for the most part, it's just very interesting and has awesome characters, and just definitely worth watching if you're looking for a good show to watch. So let's get right to it. So question number 1 is an epic intro, so a book that grabbed your attention right from the very first page. For me, that's gonna have to be Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I absolutely loved that book, and the beginning of it was really interesting and intense, and I can't remember what the first page says, but I just remember that it just, like, the first part says, "When I think of my wife, I always think of her head." So it's just so creepy, and this book is going to be incredibly creepy, incredibly weird, and you're gonna love it, so I love that one. Question number 2 is Dungeons and Dragons. What's a fantasy world that you would like to experience? I would like to experience Narnia. I think it was, like, after Harry Potter, probably the second world that I really enjoyed and really wish I could be a part of. I loved the books, I hated the movies, but the world of Narnia is definitely amazing, and I wish I could be a part of it. Question number 3 is squad goals, so a group of characters who you think make an awesome squad. I was thinking long and hard about this question because it just so happens that I don't read a lot of books that have squads in it. For some reason, all of the books that I read just happen to have, like, the main character and then, like, nobody else. So I'm gonna have to go with your basic Harry Potter, just because that's the best squad I know. And apart from that, I don't really know what other book I'd have to go with. Question number 4 is ABCs and Christmas Lights. Who is a favorite characters of yours who is pretty unstable? And that would have to be Joe from You. He is the main character in the book, and he is very unstable. I mean, kills people, does some funky, crazy, creepy stuff, but you can't help but root for him, and in spite of him being, like, a terrible guy, I really like him at the same time, so that would have to be my pick. Question number 5, The Upside Down, a book that turned out to be the opposite of what you expected. This would have to be Frankenstein, because I didn't really know what to expect from that book, and I feel like I thought it was supposed to be like a horror type story, but it turned out to be like a very touching, sad, really heartfelt story, which I didn't anticipate at all, but I quite enjoyed. Question number 6, Mad Scientist, the name of dystopia that's really messed up. I think it would have to be Handmaid's Tale. I recently read that book, and the dystopian society there is quite messed up. They just have, a bunch of women that live in different houses, and those women are basically just used for their childbearing qualities. And if you're a woman who can't bear children, then you're shipped off to some island where nobody cares about you, and you become basically just completely useless human beings. So that is definitely one of the most messed up dystopian societies I've ever read about. Question number 7, which character would you be really scared of, like, creeping through your walls at night? And that would have to be the other mother from Coraline. I just finished reading that book, and I think the character of the other mother is super creepy. It's not human, I don't even know what it is, but it's super creepy, and I definitely wouldn't want it anywhere near my walls. Question number 8, a cliffhanger ending, a book that had a crazy cliffhanger, and that would have to be The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn, because it was such a short story, too short, and the ending sort of just abruptly ended without really giving us any clue as to what actually happened in that short story, and where the story is going to go in the future. So I wish there was more to it, but unfortunately there wasn't. So this is it. This was my Stranger Things reading tag. Please let me know if you watched the show and what you thought of it, and also please let me know if you've read any of these books that I've talked about. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.